Hello everyone, welcome to the nightly drunken yapping from yours truly. I don't know, I just kind of felt like talking today about a few actually important things. Just make a video overall about just talking, because sometimes people like them. So, I'm sorry if the audio level for this video will be too high. Oh, I don't know, because I haven't recorded Dark Souls in a while. So, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. To excuse me. So, as you can see, we are using Black Knight's Halberd, I think it was called. Yes, +5. But, today's idea is to just beat the rest of the game. I just beat Castlevania, not Dinosaur, Portrait of Ruin, so I wanna just chill today now for the rest of the night. And I wanna, while I'm still a bit in my head, I kinda just wanna record for you guys. It could be a fun thing to do every once in a while, so hopefully you guys are doing good. I'm currently doing alright myself. I'm a bit tired from today. I had a lot of things with people like I know to go around, buy a few things, spent a lot of money today. Not too much from my side, but otherwise, yeah, spent a lot of money was spent today. Had some things to be bought, and it was just a busy day overall. I spent basically most of my day just going around, so I'm a bit exhausted and my legs hurt. And all of this worthless things. But I kinda just felt like recording Dark Souls. Don't know why. It's just it. But I also think my game audio on OBS is a bit too tab. Oh. Yeah, oh, it's so low. Let me turn that shit up just a tiny bit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you guys are getting the raw recording experience, by the way. This is what I do. I mean, you guys get it most of the time, where I kinda just, mess around with my settings mid-recording and whatnot, because I just don't give a fuck. If I gotta be honest with all of you here. I genuinely just don't really care. But you guys are getting the full-on raw experience this time. I just do things. Trying to get my recording correct and everything. But yeah, I don't know why I wanted to play Dark Souls. I had this save file that I was streaming to a friend, and I was like, you know what? I don't know what else to do. I don't really feel like playing Dark Souls 3 since I just beat it recently, and I don't want to play Elden Ring right. Mainly because I feel like I've overdone that game. I don't know what to do in it, really. I've beaten it like 7 times, maybe 8 now. Last time I did a scythe run. I've also done the game mostly no summons. My only summon was during the Godskin duo fight, which is still the worst fucking boss fight in Souls history, I think. At least in my own opinion, I feel like it's the worst possible boss fight ever made. It could obviously be different from you guys than mine. I'm not judging if you actually like that fight. It's alright to enjoy things that other people don't. Don't feel weird about it if you actually enjoy the fight. It's just my own honest, humblest opinion about it. I just hate it. I don't think it's well made, I don't think it's fun. It's the only fight in the game where I actually have to resort to summoning, because otherwise I get way too angry about it. And I don't like that. I like enjoying my games, I'm not as masochistic as I can be. like HoloCure 100%ing, which took 120 hours of my life. By the way, if you have missed that video, please go check it out. I would very greatly appreciate that. It's the first time in my life I actually promote an old video of mine. But please do go check it out if you're interested in the slightest. It would mean the world to me. So I'd appreciate that very much. But yeah, you know, it's like as masochistic as one could be. Also, I think my buff just ran out. Or did it? I'm fucking dead anyway because this area is bullshit. Especially with a weapon like this. But but yeah, it's like I feel like I've overdone. You know, was there a bonfire? I don't think there exists a bonfire down there, right? I don't remember there being one. Great, so I have to make this run all the time. I think I gotta switch my weapon, because this weapon is not working, especially because of this slow swing speed. I have the Uchigatana, so actually, you know what, I'm gonna use the Divine Club. I'm gonna use it. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. If you guys have any Elden Ring ideas for me that I should do in the game, I'm not gonna record that game because my PC is gonna blow up otherwise. But if you have any actually fun ideas that I could spend my time with in that game, let me know. And I'll do my best, and I'll give you guys updates every once in a while. But I just do like this sort of recordings. But yeah, it's, I don't know. The important thing that I actually wanted to talk about, I completely forgot about it already. But the important thing I actually wanted to talk to you guys about is my health problems. I would say that they are a pretty big part in my recordings and my actual life itself. But basically, to those who don't know, by now I would expect you to know at least because of how much I've mentioned it throughout the times. I have GERD, which is thing in your esophagus. The easiest way for me to explain it to you guys is that it's just to say, oh, it's the thing the corpse husband has. And then everybody knows what it is. So there you go. I basically just have the same thing. It's a chronic disease, very annoying. I hate it, but I still have to deal with it. Just like I have to deal with these fucking ghosts every time I play this game. That are, by the way, absolute bullshit, if you ask me. God. Dude, I hate this so much. Fuck this area. I don't know why I decided to come here first. I want to see the other guy always before Framped. So, that's why I kind of do this. At the cost of my own happiness, by the way, because of how fucking long this range is on these ghosties. Die. Okay. But yeah. So, as I said, to those who are unaware, I have the thing in my esophagus that it is very irritated and is an annoying piece of shit in my life. And I have more tests coming up, God knows when. I don't know when, and I can't give you guys an estimate on what will happen and when it will happen. But as long as all of you are aware, I will have more tests happen to me. They're gonna check my acid. Yeah, they're gonna check my acid levels. I don't know why I struggle so hard. So. Acid levels, there we go. God, slowing down even. But yeah, they're gonna check my acid levels. They're gonna make sure that I'm fine if I generate too much acid in myself or not. And if I do, I don't know what they're gonna do about it. I remember them talking about doing like a like a thing to my esophagus. They would need to like do some surgery on it, make it tighter. I think that's what it was about. I think it was about making it tighter, so the shit in my esophagus, like the acid buildup and whatnot, you know, to okay, I'm so sorry, I'm struggling so hard to explain everything. Basically the point is that they are trying to make it so my esophagus works normally. Because to those who are uneducated, the way my esophagus works, because of the disease or chronic diseases, it works in a way where the flap in your esophagus, which would normally close when you eat, drink, do whatever, it would normally close, but because of my thing, it stays open constantly, which makes it so everything gets out easier. That's why if you can hear me like burping or something like this, it's because of that. I can't really control it, I can't do anything about it, and I can't help it. I wish I could, but I can't. So the reason you hear a lot of noises I usually make is because of that, right? It's like, I have a thing I can't control, and you guys just have to deal with it as I record. It obviously strains my voice also a lot. It is very straining to the voice, I will tell you guys that much. Okay, I don't know why the fuck that hit me or how the fuck that hit me, and that didn't, okay. Thank you, Four Kings, for being the bitches that you are. Oh, this is gonna take a while, I think. I should just put on heavy armor, I guess. Okay, you're a cunt, man, actually. You're such a cunt. I forgot how much I hate this boss. I don't know why I do it first, always. Okay, can't see. Oh, and then you're just gonna fuck. Jeez, it's fine, it's so stupid. But yeah, they're basically thinking about making like a surgery if everything else goes bad. And what the surgery would do is it would tighten my esophagus, and they would try to basically recreate what it's like to have, like, what it's like for it to be like normal, you know. And they're basically just trying to recreate it to have my esophagus be as normal as it could be, you know. Like they're trying their best to basically just make my body think, or at least help think, that oh, my esophagus is fine, I don't need to worry about it. And I'm really nervous for that. I've never had surgery done on myself. I don't know what it would be. I fear something could go wrong, because it's a very important part of your body that's getting changed, which is your throat. So it's making me extremely anxious, as you probably expect for it to do that. It's making me very, very nervous for myself after realizing what's gonna happen. Because it's a very serious thing, right? Like you are genuinely having like a very, very important part of your body is getting changed with surgery. And it's my first surgery, as I said, so it's very nerve-wracking that the first surgery I will ever have in my life probably is gonna be one of the more, you know, important ones. And if that ever happens, I don't know what's gonna go down. Am I gonna be fine? Am I gonna be able to talk? Do I lose the ability to talk? Will I have to switch up my entire life how I live it? What can I do? What can I not do? There's a lot of questions that go into play, especially about a subject like this for me. And especially because I'm a very nervous person, I get very anxious about the smallest things. I overthink everything I do. There's just a lot of things that go in the background of my thinking. And it's a weird feeling to have such an important thing happen at this age, especially when there's already so many things that I'm like worrying about, like work, can I find jobs, money, what can I do to maybe get money, what can I do, how can I live, what's gonna happen. So it's a lot of pressure that's like added on to me now, because I'm aware that I might have the unlucky chance of having surgery. And it makes me afraid. It makes me afraid. I'm scared for my life. I'm scared for my wanting to do YouTube for a life also. Like I feel like every normal average boy's dream is. Because I love video games, you know? I love being there for people. This is my way of connecting with people and talking with just doing online things. And if I were to lose the ability to do that, then, you know, what will I have, right? So it's a lot of things that pressure me. Like, maybe a bit too much, I could say. I think I'm overthinking it too hard, and it's kinda smacking me in the back of the ass, just like the first time I was fighting 4 Kings just now. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to joke about it to make myself feel fine, but I know nothing about it is fine. But yeah, it makes me very nervous. It makes me so nervous. And I'm just hoping, like, the first time I had to get my throat checked, it was the most horrible experience of my life, because I have very, very bad gag reflex. So I struggled so hard during that, and I think the doctor who I was with definitely noticed it. That I was just not having a good time with what was happening inside of my body. Because they basically just... I'm not gonna go into details because a lot of people might think this is very disgusting, and it is. But basically what they do is they shove up like a pipe like down your throat inside of your stomach, and they keep your mouth opened with a piece of like plastic to not make you bite the thing. And then they check around and they move around, and I had really strong gag reflex, so that was a very horrifying experience for me. I think you guys can understand that. But they're gonna have to do it again, apparently. From what I remember them talking to me about it, but this time it's gonna go through my nose instead of my mouth, apparently. So they can check the acid levels that are in my body. Okay, you're a cunt, by the way. Fuck you, dude. But yeah. I don't know how to feel about it. Makes me nervous that I have the same thing that I hated coming up again. You know? Okay, I'm just gonna DPS this. There we go. But yeah, it makes me nervous. I'm gonna keep you guys updated as time goes on about my situation, and once I actually know more about it. Once I know what's gonna happen, once I know what could happen and everything, and I'm gonna keep you guys updated. But that's just a thing in the back of the mind right now, to just like be aware of what I have going on, and I hope you guys can understand that if something happens and I have to stop, then that's it, you know, I have to stop, right? Then I can't do this anymore unless I well, I feel like my biggest fear is the ability that I just lose my voice, obviously. So I'm hoping it doesn't happen. If it does, then I don't know how to feel about it. That's a lot of... It's a weird feeling, right? To be aware of what could happen, what's possible, and the fear of maybe having a chance of losing something very important to yourself. I fear that. I genuinely fear that, but I'm gonna try to stay strong. Follow you. Gonna be there for you guys the best that I can, obviously. And yeah, I can't say much else about it, you know. I just have to try to stay strong and do my best, right? What I can. So if anything happens, you guys are well aware of the situation then, and once I have the test done, whenever it might happen, I will most definitely update you guys on what the doctor tells me, what I have to do, what might happen. Yeah. It's a serious thing for me. I'm fearing the worst, but I'm hoping the best. I don't have to go through more things because of this, and that I could just stay on medication. I would obviously always rather take pills, as much as I hate taking them. I would always much rather take medication than, you know, get surgery, right? But if they think the surgery is the best option, then that's what I have to do. They know better than I do, and feel like it's smart that I then follow what they have as an idea, right? So I'm gonna keep you guys updated on my situation, the best my abilities, the best that I can, and if anything happens, you know what happened, you know why that happened, and that's it. I don't want to get into this too much. It's gonna get a bit emotional otherwise, because of how serious it is for me. It probably doesn't, you know, seem that important to a lot of you guys, but to me it's a very important matter, and yeah, that's it about that. Okay, I'm getting blocked by the worm. Excuse me. Anyways, well, we switch topics. So the Hades 100% is actually... I'm glad that I did it. I uninstalled the game now. By the way, I just fully uninstalled the game. Because... well... Don't really feel like playing that game anymore. After 100%ing. So... I've been going through a lot of my older games, Castlevania, Dark Souls, just games that I love in general. And it's been nice to just play through these games again, and I do enjoy just, you know, just doing what I like, which is talking shit while I play. You know? I love doing this, and it usually doesn't hit the spot for a lot of people, and I get that. A lot of people don't like this type of content where, you know, it's just uncut raw footage and the YouTuber just sits on their ass doing whatever they feel like doing. They're just talking their mouths, you know. But it's what I like doing. It's what I've always wanted to do, of just talking. That's it. Like there is nothing special to it. I've always just loved talking about things that are going on, things that I like, that I want to do. You know, this kind of things. I just enjoy doing this, and you can't blame me for liking this. I know it's a thing that won't get me views or clicks like I would do want someday. But I feel like as long as I'm doing something I very much enjoy, I'm a happy dude, right? I can be a happy guy if I just do what I enjoy. And this is my way of doing that. You know, play games I like, run my mouth, and then stop. And I think you need 30 humanity for the store. Was it 20? I don't remember. It was 30. Well, as much as I wanted to save Solaire, I guess I'm not doing that. I don't have 30 humanity. I gave her 20, but it's not 30, so... I'm not gonna bother with that then. Sorry, Solaire. Sorry, buddy. It's gonna be another time where I don't save you again. It's fine. How about we just keep going forward? But yeah. I love this content, you know. Where I play games like this and talk. There's one comment I very much especially still remember. It was on my Jump King video I recorded. Where I just, you know, I just had it as a black thumbnail and just titled like, just talking. And I'm probably gonna do the same for this video also, but there was a comment on that video that I always, you know, found kind of funny for me and interesting. And it was just a person saying like, hey, you know, how are you able to focus on the game you're playing and talk? You know, especially because I was playing Jump King, which it's a rage game, and they were like, you know, how are you able to stay so calm? And I'm just used to it. I'm just doing what I like and showing people me playing what I like, right? It's nothing special than that. And that comment always really stood out for me, because it showed that as much as I think I have nothing for myself, it's like a skill, like what I can do. There was always something that I can do, and it's this. I'm really bad at a lot of things. I can say that. And I'm not ashamed of it. But it's good to know that I'm good enough at something to have people like say things like that, right? Like I never see myself as a person that has things to their name, you know, just some random dude on the internet who plays games for a living. Well, not even a living, I don't make anything of this. But I'm just a dude who plays games, right? I'm just doing what I like for YouTube and showing people that a lot of like games like this, where you're expected to be angry, you're expected to rage, that they can be fun and you can enjoy them just calm, right? And that comment always just stood out for me so much, because it, as I said, it truly just showed that I can be good at something, right? I very much talk myself down often to not ever gain an ego about myself, and I feel like it's done more hurt for me than good. But I feel like at the end of the day, I'm just happy doing, you know, what I am. Okay, that was a weird move from him. You can cut his tail to get the ring early. I don't remember what you could do to get it. Oh, oh my god, don't push me into the lava, please. Solaire, help me! Oh no! Oh, there we go. And now I get the ring, right? Nope. Just doesn't matter anyway. Oh yeah. That guy, you know, if you still watch my content, man, shout out to you, dude. You made my day, and you still sometimes manage to make it when I remember that comment. So, shout out to you, dude. That comment means so much to me. You have no idea. But yeah, it's nice, you know, to have people say that sometimes. Especially with how my channel nowadays is gone. Like, that video is very old, by the way. I should probably point that out. That video is very old by now. And a lot of that engagement that I used to have is basically gone, which I'm obviously a bit butthurt about, but it's fine. But it's still nice to, you know, it's still obviously nice to have some sort of engagement on this. You know, shout out to the people who do engage with things that I do, like some videos that I make, and community posts where I ask for ideas or something. I always appreciate you guys so much. Like, I say it very often, I know. I say it so often because it's genuine appreciation, right? Like, I'm just happy to have engagement, and it's great. And I always just so appreciate you guys, and want to keep reminding you guys about it, because I find that very important, you know. A lot of people are probably used to just watching YouTubers for what they do and all of this. A lot of people might not usually care. Obviously, bigger YouTubers, they just do what they do. But I always want to like show appreciation for what I have, because I feel like, you know, any day you just fall down, just crumble, and I could just have nothing then. And I feel like it's very important for me that I show genuine appreciation for what I have, you know. And I think that's a pretty important life lesson just overall, to appreciate the small things in life, right? I feel like that's an important thing that a lot of people don't do. You know, there's always going to be people who have things you want. There's always going to be people who have things you would like to have, you might want to have someday, or you want to do, but you can't, or due to limitations or something. And I just feel like it's important that we appreciate what we have now, you know? Like, I have a lot of close ones, I appreciate all of them so much. I have good friends for what I have. I don't have many friends, but I have very good ones with, you know, the few that I have, actually. I have the games that I enjoy. I have caring people in my life. And I also have you guys, you know? I see YouTube as a way to kind of let myself share things that I would normally share when I just talk with friends. At the same time, make something out of it, show you guys something, to just do what I enjoy, right? I show games that I love and I just talk, which is what I love doing. And a lot of people can't usually say the same, you know? I'm just really happy with this, with what I have. And it's nice. And I hope that you guys can also appreciate what you have at some point in your life. You know, I've obviously gone through a lot of different things. Life always seems bad, in my own case, in my own opinion. I always think the worst, as I said. Just a lot of different things that go in the background of my brain, my life, and everything. Like, just because I have a lot of good things still doesn't change the fact that I'm severely depressed, overthinking everything, struggling with a lot of things in life. But I still have things that I can appreciate always. And I think that's a nice thing. You know? think that's a very, very nice thing. And I hope with me talking about this, hopefully bring some light into you guys to help you guys realize that we should try to appreciate what we have, right? And I hope that's the case. I hope I can be that little reminder in the back of your head to, you know, just be happy about what you have. Things might not be good, but at least you have something to make the days easier, right? Well, but this is not making my day nice. I'm so used to like Dark Souls and Elden Ring where I try to do like another way. I'm not used to doing it on DS1 again. But, I hope I can at least beat Bit of Chaos and then just end this video. I'm probably gonna upload this and then just probably record. I'm probably just gonna leave it for a bit. See if you guys want more of this type of things. And I'm probably just gonna stop there, I think. But I think a funny idea I would have about this type of content, like where I just sit down and talk, is kind of like a Q&A type of thing almost. If you have any questions you think I might be able to answer, then you can leave them. No? You can always like, you know what? How about we start with this? I'm gonna just, if this doesn't get like engagement or anything, I don't mind. I'm just gonna keep doing what I love. I'm gonna keep talking about things, and that's what I want to do. But if you guys have any questions that you might want me to like try to answer or give light on or something, you can leave it down on this video's comment, and I'll read them the next time if there is anything. And do try to keep it civil, obviously. Don't go asking for too personal things, and try to actually be a well-mannered person, which I would greatly appreciate from you guys, and I think you guys can do that. I think it's much to ask. I do trust you guys enough as my community that I have. So if there's any questions that you genuinely want me to try and answer, and you know, leave them on this video. I'll read them. I'll get to them. I wanna like always figure out a way to kind of get you guys in on things, and this is my way of doing it. I don't remember if I've ever asked this from you guys, but yeah, that's an idea. It's an idea, and I hope you guys can deliver. Obviously you don't need to. If you don't want to leave a comment or anything, you don't have to do that. I'm not forcing you. But I would always appreciate it nonetheless. I appreciate you guys anyway. No? It's a free world. You don't need to do what I'm asking for. You can do what you want. You know? You don't have to comment. You can. You don't have to watch this video. You can. You don't have to do anything. Only if you want to. And that's that. You know? I'm not here to like force you guys to do this. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that if you want to, you can. And then I'll read them. But otherwise, it's gonna stay like this, where I just sit down sometimes and I talk. Usually late night recordings, because that's when I get the most out of myself, more mentally, and I can be more serious about a lot of things. Because I feel like during the day I obviously have a lot more energy within myself, I have a lot more, you know, I can be a bit more goofy then. Probably gonna get pushed down again. Don't do that. Bit of bullshit. I'm gonna die by the next swing, I just realized, by the way. Just heal, just in case. Okay, can you swing the nutsack? Thank you. Okay, one more. then I'm done with this recording. But yeah, keep that in mind. I hope you guys can maybe deliver. You don't need to. After this video, after I stop recording, I'm probably just gonna go watch a YouTube stream that just I got a notification for. Because, I mean, I already made it very clear that I watch Hololive English, so I'm gonna go watch that. Because there's a stream happening. I'm gonna go watch that. I don't care what you guys think about it. I don't care if people think it's cringe. It's what I like. You know? And I do what I like. So, we're gonna go watch that now. I think I can... Wait, actually, let me full heal just in case he does that fire attack, because I feel like I might actually die in one hit from that. Maybe not, I think this armor's gonna hold it. Oh. Bam. Here we go. Yeah. If you guys genuinely enjoyed the content, then... You know, if you want to see more of this, I can do that. I can deliver. But I'm not forcing you to. As I said, you don't need to do any of what I'm saying. You don't. I just always appreciate you guys. That's it. But I'm gonna stop recording here. I'm gonna go upload this now, and I'm just gonna go watch the stream, as I said. You guys take care of yourself. You guys mean the world to me. And as always, if you have any questions, you can leave them. Be a well-mannered person, be civil about it. And that's it from me. Take care of yourselves. I love you all. And be kind to one another. Goodbye.